Good evening, Vardha. Good evening, Binsi. Good evening, Kavya, Krishnapriya, Soni, Shiva, Praveen, Sujit. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Good evening, Meenu. Let's wait for 2 minutes. Let everyone join in. Being the first day, I'll be a little slow. I believe I'm live on YouTube also now. Let me confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm live on YouTube also. Perfect. I will share my screen. I hope my face is fully coming in, or is it just my head is going out of the screen?
No, sir.
The face.
Visible, right?
Yes.
Good evening, Meenu. Okay. Good evening, Sumati. AFM May 2025.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Aarti. I think we are on 100 participants now. Others might not be able to join in. Wait, they can join on YouTube being the first day. Hold on. Good evening, Kavi Priya. Good evening, Kavya. Good evening, Neha. Good evening, everyone. I think I'll send off a message in the group. I'll just send off a message in the group that students who are unable to join in the Zoom can, for time being, join in the YouTube, and then we can decide. We'll put that status also. I think we can start off now. Time is 8:05. Shall we wait anymore or can we start off now? If you're all ready, please type a yes in the chat box. Excellent. Excellent. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's intensive regular AFM batch for May 2025. And also for CMA students, it is going to be a CMA SFM integrated batch, which is going to happen in June 2025. So even before I start any of my classes, today is a demo session. Today is an introductory session. I would like to share with you the plan as to how we both are going to work for the upcoming May 2025 examination and how we are going to clear the exams in the upcoming May 2025 examination. All right. So even before I start my batch, every class I start with our vision and with an agreement which I call it as a win-win agreement. What do you mean by the word win-win? Tell me, what do you mean by the word win-win? I think many students who know this can tell me, what is win-win?
Advantages in each and every situation.
advantages in each and every situation, or I can simplify and tell it in a different way that here in this classroom, we are two parties. One is you who has come over here as students. Two is me who has come over here as a faculty. You should win. I should also win. Only as a team, we can bring some amazing results. Alone, if I do something, I may be able to do one part of it. Alone, if you do, you can do one part of it. But if we work together, if we really strive hard together, I can be sure about one thing that we both will win-win from this agreement. So here my objective is that you should win and I should also win. Now tell me, friends, when will you win? And one more request, if possible, keep your cameras on. I want to have an offline experience with all of you, but I can genuinely understand if some of you have some net issue, etc. You can switch it off. But if you keep it on, I'll be very happy because I'll remember you whenever I see you in the future. Okay, because I'll keep monitoring what you people are doing. In fact, in my past batches, many students who come to my offline classes, the moment I see them, I remember their faces. Only those faces I will remember whose cameras are on. Okay, because I'll keep monitoring. Are you writing? Are you not writing? So it's a request. Try keeping it on. But for those of you who are, some students might be traveling back from office. Some students might have some genuine reason. All of you, if you switch it off, is absolutely fine. Okay. Now tell me, when will you win? Vinci is very clear. When I pass Kavipriya, May 2025. Okay. Rather than when I pass my exam. So friends, let's make our priorities very clear. You are here. I am here for one objective. May 2025, you should become a chartered accountant. Now, to become a chartered accountant, one of the exams that you have to clear is AFM. Am I right? So, as far as AFM is concerned, I am highly passionate about AFM. That's the reason I'm telling you this with great confidence. I have been teaching students from the last 14 years now. I started in 2011. Now it's 2024. Yes, 14 years I have completed in this November. I started in 2010 November, being precise. In this 14 years, I have learned one thing, that if you follow my rules properly, I repeat, if you follow my rules properly, you will easily score 70 plus in the upcoming AFM examination. All right. People can get 80, 90 also, but at the base minimum, we can score 70 plus in the examination. So can I put a vision over here as scoring 70 plus in the upcoming examination? A realistic goal which I want each and every one of you to achieve. But is this possible if I just take classes alone? No.
No,
We
sir.
have to go in a win-win way. In this win-win agreement, there are two parties. One is me as a faculty. Two is you as students. Okay. I should do my part. You should do your part. Only then, together as a team, we can win-win. Everybody clear? Now let us start with the faculty. As a faculty, according to you, what and all should I do so that you can score 70 plus in the upcoming examination? Tell me your expectations in the chat box. I will write down over here on my last day. We will review this win-win agreement. We will cross-check whether I have fulfilled all these points, yes or no. YouTube students, I believe you are also comfortable. Whatever doubts or chats you have, you can always message me in the comment box. I will be available to clarify all of those points for you. Yes, tell me students, what should I do as a faculty so that you can score 70 plus? Come on, tell me. Yes, there are many chats coming in. Conceptual clarity, cover all type of questions. Concepts, teach the concepts. Okay, so let me write down point number 1. As a faculty, I should give you conceptual clarity. Fantastic. What next? What next? Some more comments are coming down. Okay. Teach the concepts, practice. So I think the second part over here which is involved is what? Do maximum number of problems. Am I right? Fantastic. So I will do maximum number of problems in the class. Enable you to answer anything in the examination. Harshita, for that to happen, I have to come to the students part. Okay. I will also tell you some things to do. Then only you will be ready to do anything in the examination. If only I take, it's not possible. I'm not a magician here. But yes, we will do that, provided you promise me that you will do the things that I tell for you as students. Everybody clear with this part, right? Okay, next. Test. Fantastic. So, Aarti, you want me to give exams? I'll write down over here, mock test. My request to all of you is attend the test. That is very important, friends. Last time, I have given 3 mock examination, 3 MCQs. Only 15 people attended out of 300 people who enrolled for the mock test and the mentoring program. So you have to write the exam. If you don't write, then obviously we will again go in a win-lose situation. Everybody clear with this part? I'll come to the students part later on. I'll tell you everything in detail as to how our classes are going to happen so that all of you can genuinely win and score 70 plus with the minimum effort possible from your side. Okay, then Nandakumar, you're telling solve all sums till date. Fantastic. That is already written as problem. I will explain how we will do that. All right. Then how a concept is practically applicable. A very, very good point. Practical application. Fantastic. I will explain that to you also. Then tell us how to prepare notes for 1 day before the exam. I call it as ODBE. Neha, you don't have to worry about how to prepare notes. I will already give you 2 notes. One note will be ODBE, other note will be mastery. I will explain to you all of that. Notes are already ready. You only have to use that notes properly. Are you clear, Neha? Okay. Next one. Guide us through the process of scoring 70 plus. So for that, I do something called as mentoring. Let me write down that also over here. Mentoring. All right. Practice questions. I think I have written problems. I will explain to you how I will practice the question. How to revise and retain the subject. Fantastic. Revise and retain the subject. Fantastic. Logic for concept. Okay, Sujit, concept by itself is logic. So maybe I think I understood what you're trying to tell. That is conceptual clarity. We have written that over here and I'll definitely ensure that it is happening for all of you. Okay. Next one. Smart and rapid revision. Yes, I have written revise and retain. I will show you how we are going to do that. I'll give you everything in writing today. So today's class is very important for you to understand how you can score 70 plus rather than the subject itself as of today. I will take the subject also, but the focus will be on all these areas first. Okay. Then Kirtika, you have written conceptual clarity, weekly test, chapter wise. Weekly test might become difficult, Kirtika. Everyone might not be able to attend. We will do exam. We will do mock test. I assure you that. And practice solving problems. Yes. Regular homeworks. Homework is another thing which I want to discuss. I call it as assignments. We will discuss this part. Okay. For me, giving is easy. For you, doing is the challenge. Summary revision. Okay, that's already written over here. Revise and retain. I will explain that to you. Maximum MCQ practice. That's a very, very good point. I will put up over here. MCQ practice. Fantastic. We will do MCQ practice. All right. Next one. Revise and retain. How to answer? Okay, how to answer? I'll call it as presentation. Presentation. Then you have revision. I think I have written revise and retain. Strategy to complete the paper within the allotted time. So let me call it as exam strategy. Okay. Memory techniques. Sengamalavi. I don't believe so much in memory techniques as much as I believe in the conceptual clarity. I believe that if you understand the concept, memory will remember it. Okay. Maybe we'll come to that part later on. Okay. I'm not writing that down, but we'll definitely discuss that point. How to approach the question in the exam. Very, very good point. How to approach. Okay. Then cover all study material problems. Fantastic. Study material problems. Preparing to face the unexpected final examination. Yes, Abhijit, that is the final objective. Theory, yes. Theory coverage. 100% syllabus to be covered. Fantastic. I have written down that also. Tell me, friends, anything else that you're expecting from this class? You have 10 seconds more. Study plan. Okay, that will come in the part of mentoring. 5 seconds. doubt solving. Fantastic. For that, I will put over here. Please ask your doubts. Okay? Only if you ask your doubts, I will be able to clear your doubts. Okay. Ask whatever doubts you have. I will clear all your doubts. Only then I will go forward. That is my promise to all of you. Okay. Not only I will, all this I'll tell you. How we will do this also, I'll tell you, I'll give you in writing. I hope you enjoy teaching us. You will be a good student, Chinmay. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, all sessions are interactive. So for that, I have a very, very serious request to all of you. Please interact. You have to help me make this class fun. I will pick and choose each one of you in the classroom. We will have a lot of fun and we will learn together. That's my promise to you. But keep your laptops on. Keep on chatting with me. When I ask you a stupid question, keep on giving me stupid answers. Let it be a more of an interactive session. And in Zoom, you can always unmute and you can speak to me. That is the reason I have opted for Zoom. It is easier. Earlier, my classes used to happen in the app. So application, many students were not comfortable. They were not able to understand how to use the app. So now I decided everywhere Zoom is used, everyone is comfortable. My classes also will happen in Zoom. Everybody clear? Tricks to save time and attend 100%. Okay, again, that part I will explain to you how. Tricks are not there. Conceptual clarity is important and that will help you to score very good marks. Wherever tricks are there, like calculator tricks are there, I will be sharing all of that with you. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right, friends. So I think you have put a lot of load on the faculty now. I have to do how many tasks over here? Let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 tasks you have given to me. If I do these 14 tasks, do you promise you will do your task properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. All right, fine. I will do all these 14 parts and these 14 things I'm doing from the last 10 years very consistently. The new things that I introduced last year is mentoring that was not there before. These parts I've introduced last time. One is mentoring. Second one is this MCQ practice. Okay. And this mock test. These three things have come 1 year back. Apart from that, all the other things I have been doing from the last 10 to 12 years, friends, consistently. Okay, so now let me explain to you how I will be taking my classes and I will be covering all these points which you have mentioned over here. I think even before I start explaining to you, it will be good if you write down all these points and you understand what is your expectation so that I can go to the next page and tell you how I will be doing all these areas properly. Can you please write down this in your books now? YouTube students, I believe you are all comfortable. Please type a yes in the chat box for my satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
You are not on YouTube, Mehak. I meant YouTube students. Are going to clear the exams in the upcoming May 2021. Yes, Jay Ganesh, this is for CMA SFM students also. That also I'll explain to you how. Just remind me once again, after I give you all the points, I will tell you how this is useful for CMA SFM also. In fact, I'm very happy to share with you, Jay Ganesh. In the last batch, there was a student, her name is Anjita. She scored an All India rank in CMA because she scored 80 plus in the SFM examination. There was one more student 1 year back, her name is Ashwini from Chennai. She also got an All India CMA rank after attending SFM because she got 75 plus in SFM paper. So this class focusing on CA has a higher impact for CMA SFM students. Should I scroll down? Yeah. I think I'll start off with CMA SFM before I forget. Then I will come back to this part. Okay. Yes, Jai Ganesh, waiting to become happy with your message. Meenu, excellent. I'll start with how CMA SFM students should approach my class. All right. Are you all done writing, friends?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now let me explain to you all these points one by one. Normally I orally explain, but this class I want to give you in writing so that you are very clear as to how my classes are going to be useful and you have to actually apply whatever I'm saying. It's very, very important because my dream is to see a lot of messages when the results come, and it happens all the attempts. That is the biggest reward for a faculty, friends. I'm not into teaching for the money purpose. I have intensive practice. I am a SEBI registered valuer. I am also a research analyst. I have an intensive practice going on. But somehow I'm not able to stop teaching because I love this association with all of you, this interaction, this having fun by learning together and helping you all to learn in a very positive way. Because people struggle in CA, but I believe that we can enjoy and learn. And that is what motivates me always to be a teacher. I am a teacher by heart. Okay. So for that, I will share certain experiences. I just request you apply that and clear the exam. Only when you clear, my purpose of coming into teaching will be fulfilled, and your purpose of attending this class will also be fulfilled, friends. All right. Now, let me start first with CMA SFM before I forget. So, for all the CMA SFM students, what I'm going to do over here is in CA and CMA, there are a lot of common topics. All the common topics I will cover over here. Okay. So the common topics are security valuation, you have portfolio, you have mutual funds, you have forex, you have derivatives. Okay. What you don't have, or I'll tell you topics not in CMA SFM, not in CMA SFM. Okay. Business valuation is not there in CMA SFM, and if I'm not wrong, even mergers is not there in CMA SFM. These two are there in AFM. All right. Then topics not in CA. This is the third one. Here mainly you have a topic called as leasing versus borrowing. This is one. Second thing, you have capital budgeting in a much elaborate manner compared to the CA level. All right. So all these topics which are there for CA and CFM, I am going to take for both of you. All right. These topics as CMA SFM students, if you want to get the practical perspective, you can attend the class. But if you don't attend this also, no problem at all, because this is not there for your examination. All right. For this area, that is leasing versus borrowing, what we will do is I have a separate recorded lecture. Okay, this separate recording will be provided to you. So these two topics will be covered from the recorded classes. These topics will be covered in the class. These topics you don't attend. That is how we do it. And May is the CA examination. June is the CMA examination. In May, after the CA exam gets over, I will be having a mentoring program for CMA SFM students where, like yesterday, I had a live meeting with the last batch CMA SFM students. They came live. They asked me all their doubts. So whatever doubts they have, I clarified all the doubts for them. And from the doubts, what I understood was everything is covered. There was only one more topic which was not covered, which I covered yesterday for them. That is time weighted return, rupee weighted return. I will call it as time weighted return and rupee weighted return. This topic will be separately covered for you. Are you clear now? Okay. Perfect. So how many CMA SFM students are there? Please type a yes in the chat box. Okay, Sai Tejaswini, your attempt is coming in May 2027. So is your doubt that whether you're too early for the classes? Okay. Let me tell you one thing, friends. As far as the exams are concerned, the earlier you attend AFM, the better. AFM will never change. Okay. GST will change. Income tax will change. AFM will never change because they cannot go and change the concept, right? Can you change mathematics? Can you change statistics? Whichever year you said, it will be the same. Exactly like that, AFM will never change. So the earlier you attend for AFM, the easier for you because AFM is more of a conceptual paper. Your brain needs time to accept and absorb AFM. Once you absorb it early, towards the end, you can easily focus on the taxation papers and the papers where you have amendments. In like auditing, you have some standards which might change, code of ethics might change. All that you study in the end. And in the beginning, you should always focus on AFM. Everybody clear with this part now? Okay, now, so I believe CMA SFM students, you're clear with what I will be doing for all of you. Now let me go to the all the students, CA and CMA students. Okay, ready? So first thing what you told me is about conceptual clarity. So now let me tell you what is going to be my class approach. In my class, I will be giving you two books. Okay, first book is called as the ODBE book. And the second book is what we call it as the mastery book. Okay, right. The ODBE full form is one day before the examination. Okay, one of the biggest problems what I have seen students face in the past is that they will attend lectures of 200 hours, 300 hours, take fat books, sit and study very nicely. They will become researchers in AFM. But one day before the exam, when they look at that fat book, they don't know where to begin, where to finish. So because of that one day before the exam strategy, many students struggle and they are unable to revise all the topics and they end up getting less marks in the examination. To overcome this problem, in my class, I will give you two books. First one will be ODBE book. This you will be handed over a physical book. A courier will be sent to all of you and you will get the hard copy of this. We are just waiting for the exact admission confirmation. This will reach you. All right. Mastery book is not a part of the course fee, but you will be given a free ebook. All this I will provide it to you this week itself. All right. If this mastery book is, friends, I don't know if I have shared this information with you. I have released my own book, which is called as the AFM Mastery Book. This book is a 1,000-page book right now. This book covers entire concepts. It covers last 10-year question paper, RTP, study material completely. So basically, someone had told in the expectation that cover all the study material questions. Friends, if you cover my mastery book, you will solve study material, RTP and MTP, and you will cover entire thing in my style. Why my style? What I'm saying is that textbook, the way they present is sometimes very complicated. You will not understand what they are doing. I have a very logical approach. Every question will be solved in exactly the same manner. Every question will have a basic data. Every question will have an analysis. So for you, it will become so easy to read this book because once you get the style in which I take the class, the moment you read through this book, if you normally solve a question in 30 minutes, in this book, you'll solve the same question in 15 minutes because it will be very logically solved for you. I will share all this with you very soon, and I'll also show you a glimpse of the mastery book. So the highlights of the mastery book, as I told you, is it covers last 10 years question papers, which is actually coming in the study material also. Plus, I am covering the RTP and MTP. Beyond this, nothing will come in the exam. Not only that, in this mastery book, I have something called as QR codes. Maybe I'll just show you a sample right away now. I hope my screen is shared for all of you, right?
Sir.
Yes, this is my mastery book. Okay, this is the first version. You have been given the second edition of mastery book where everything has been updated. So when you see the book, everything, first you have the concept. Starting from the basics, what is future value with proper example. Then you will have logic boosters. In detail, we'll give the logics of each and everything. After the logic boosters, we'll give you the IRR. Everything is drawn with charts. So it becomes very easy for you to read out and understand this. And the biggest highlight of this book is a QR code, which I'll show you in some time. When you come down a little bit, when you do, this is the first basic chapter, it comes in the security evaluation chapter onwards, because that is a chapter which is applicable for you. This is basics. One moment. These are all basics part. 1 minute. Okay, maybe I'll take it in some time and I'll show you when you're writing down. I will just show you. Here you will have a QR code on the left side, or let me search security valuation. Oh, it went off. Okay, I'll show you in a while, friends. I'll show you before this class gets over. I don't want to waste your time right now. I will take it properly and I'll show you. You will have a QR code on the left side. So suppose you read something and you're not able to understand what is written over here in the, written in the book. You have to just scan the QR code and my video lecture on that will start playing. So it's a technologically advanced book where it is a mix of my video class along with the book. And this ebook will be given to all of you free of cost. If you want a hard copy, you will have to order it from my website. All right. This covers all the questions in my method. So if you see over here, working note 1, basic data. Then you will have working note number 2, calculation of NPV. Then you take the conclusion. Step by step in a very, very logical manner. Every question will be solved over here. So in my class, I will be providing you with 2 books. The first book is called as the ODBE book. Second book is called as the Mastery book. So Mastery book is covering all the problems and the QR code. This book will have limited questions, but it covers everything. So basically, in a chapter like mergers and acquisitions, textbook will have 40 questions. In my book, you will have 17 to 18 questions. But this 18 questions will cover all the concepts of mergers. So one day before the exam, if you study this one book, it will be more than enough for you to score very good marks from the examination point of view. Are you clear with this part? So what we will do is part 1, we will solve ODBE book in the class. All right. Once this is done, we will go to the Mastery book. Okay. Mastery book, we will not sit and detailed solve because in this there are too many questions. Every chapter will have 50, 60 questions. If you sit and solve everything, even 4 months will not be enough. This part, we will scribble, discuss and solve. And this book will be available with you. So you can always check the solutions also parallelly. So this will be more of a discussion and the solving part where we cover the last 10 years question papers and all the elaborated questions will be covered over here. Are you clear with this part now, friends? Can you please put this in your books? Please write it down. YouTube students, are you comfortable? Nobody sending me a hi or a message. I hope I am audible to all of you. Just type a yes for my satisfaction, please. Yeah, Noreen, in Mastery book, let us say we have 50 questions. Let me elaborate that part also. Let's say we have 50 questions. Of that, 18 questions will be coming in ODBE. Okay. Remaining 32 questions will be what will be coming in Mastery book. So Mastery book problems, what we will do is say there will be only repeated questions of what we have done in ODBE. If there is a question which is new, which I have not done in my ODBE, we'll cover it elaborately. But suppose the same type question I have done in ODBE, again repeating and solving the whole question will consume a lot of time, which will reduce the number of questions that we solve. So those questions we will discuss and we will solve it in the class. And I will also be giving you recordings of these separately from the beginning itself. So you can always do a self-study of that also, and you don't have to wait for me to take that in the classroom. ODBE, you have to do it along with me only. All right. Yes, Arjun, you will be having a book. That book is called as the ODBE book. In that will be what we'll be starting covering in my classes. All right. Extra are different. Yes, Arjun. That's why I think I just elaborated on that. If in mastery book, if you have 50 questions, from that 50, 20 will be in the ODBE book. So these 20 will be toughest question of the mastery book questions. Are you getting my point? Minimum questions, maximum adjustments. Like how do I explain to you? Wait, I'll just show you. Now, I'll just show you one sample so that you understand. Okay. This is the ODBE book. Let me take the beginning part of the ODBE book. This is my ODBE book. This is what will be given to you. That fellow standing over there is me. Ignore that. Okay, let me come down. Okay. For example, if you see this one question, all right, this is one question in ODBE book. This same question is there in mastery book also. In this one question, you are having 4 types of bonds. Zero coupon bond is there, treasury bill is there, 10.75 regular bond is there, 10% half yearly bond is there. So the moment I do this one question, I am actually learning 4 different types of bonds. But when you go to mastery book, you will have separate questions for each. You will have a separate question for zero coupon bond. You will have a separate question for treasury bill, separate question for 10 points. So it will be repeated type of questions for you to get extra practice on the concept. Are you understanding my point? Okay. But in ODBE book, we will have less time because we have to plan one day before the exam also properly. So here we will do one question covering 4 concepts. So maximum coverage in minimum time will happen in your ODBE book. Everybody clear with this part now? Right? Okay. Can I go to the next part now, friends? Any other doubts you have? Please keep on asking because we have to be very, very clear about what we'll be learning in this classroom. Okay. So part 1 is clear. Now let me go to part 1. More thing I forgot to tell you, friends. In the ODBE book, you also have a integrated YouTube book. This I have added for this batch. It was not there until the last batch. Now, what I meant by YouTube book is many students want to attend some classes from my YouTube channel. I have organized entire YouTube lectures with the help of QR code, and that will be given to you along with the ODBE book. So you don't have to go and search in my YouTube channel. Whatever is there in my YouTube, you can easily access it from your ODBE book itself. Everybody clear with this part now? Okay, next part I'll explain to you how will I take my class. So point number 1, how I will take my classes. First, I will always start with concepts. I am very, very clear about one thing. I want you to understand the subject. I want you to enjoy the subject. Very, very clear, non-negotiable. Okay, you should enjoy. For that, I will explain to you the logic using practical examples also, stupid examples also. But I can assure you one thing, by the time I clear the concept, you would have understood what happens in the reality. You will understand the market reality. Okay. Once we do the conceptual part, then we go to part number 2, where we will do the ODBE book. Here, what are we going to do? We are going to apply the concept to the past examination and study material questions. So you will understand that what you have learned is what you're going to apply. After we cover the ODBE book, then we will go to which book, friends? We will go to the mastery book. So mastery book will go in the end. This will take a duration of around 2 months. So in 2 months, I will cover full concept, full ODBE book and theory. 2 to 3 months of time it will take. Okay. And then we will spend 1 month and 1.5 months on discussing and scribbling and solving what the mastery book problems. Everybody clear? And the recordings of this along with the book is also available to all of you. By doing so, we'll be covering all the past 10 years question papers. We'll be doing tough questions in a much more elaborate manner, and we'll solve the mastery book questions also, which has got at least 700 questions, friends. All those we will cover in the class. Everybody clear? Can you put this also in your books now? And when I do this, I will follow a standard presentation style. standard presentation style. Every question we will have, first we will have basic data, then we will have analysis, and finally we will have conclusion. Can you write down this in your books? YouTube students, I hope you can hear me. Nobody is replying there, friends. Can I go to the next part now?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So I think you're clear with how we are going to do the concept, how we will do the mastery book, and how we are going to do the ODBE book. Okay. And one more thing, my ODBE book and my mastery book already contains all the solutions. So don't worry, you will not miss out. For example, this is the first question. Okay. If you come down, you have the solution. Working note 1, working note 2, working note 3, everything is given for you. But I will make you write down in the class also, because it's very important for you to write and understand these questions. Everybody clear with this part? Okay. And once I feel confident, I will ask you to do it yourself also. So your brain will work. We'll do all the permutation combinations to make sure that subject is 100% clear to all of you. Right? Can I go to the next part now? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how I will be taking my classes. Now comes to the next part, which very students have asked me. You have to guide me through for clearing the examination and scoring 70 plus. Friends, this is my promise to you. I will be studying and working with you till May 2025. Hence, even after my class gets over, I will be available with you with a plan which I call it as the mentoring program. In this mentoring program, I will go live weekly 1 hour. Okay. Why will I go live? During this time, I will share with you a study plan. Okay. In this study plan, I will give you assignments to work out. Okay. Along with the assignments, I will be giving you 3 mock exams. And I will be giving you 3 MCQs. And these 2 we will evaluate live in the class. Live in my mentoring program. So once you study everything, revision part, you have to attend this. You have to do your homework correctly. You will have to write the 3 examination and the MCQs also without fail. Here I faced a lot of struggle this time, friends. Almost 350 students enrolled for the mentoring program. They attended live. They got the study plan. But when it came to assignments, only 10% of the students were doing it. This was a very, very sad part. But then I personally spoke to them. That is when I understood one particular thing, that every student might not get time to do homework. You have your articleship pressure. You have other subjects to study. You cannot alone rely on AFM. For that, I have an alternative plan which I will share with you. First, you please write down this mentoring part in your books. YouTube book is available for, it is there in the ODBE book that is given to the students who are attending my class. I'm not sure whether it's available for all. Being honest, I'm not handling that part. You just WhatsApp me, I'll connect you to my helpline. They are the ones who are doing all these things. Okay, from what they told me is that they have made a YouTube summary which will be given to the students attending this class. Now, I'm not sure if they are going to keep it permanently in the book or they're going to keep it only for this one particular batch. Just message me. I will definitely revert back to you very, very soon. All right. Yes, friends. Are you all done writing this? Okay. Now, I'll go to the students part. What the students should do. Now, when I come to the students part, I understand there are 2 types of students. some of you will get 2 to 3 months of study leave. So I'll call you as 3 months study leave students. 3 or 2. Other ones who are having a hectic work schedule and who need to prepare not only AFM but other papers also. Okay. So ideally, as students, some things are common for all the students. I'll put it in the middle. Common points. Common point number 1, ask your doubt. Can you all please do that? All of you, whatever doubts you have, attend and ask me on the spot. Okay. Point number 2, try your level best to attend the session live. But some of you have office pressure. You might be reaching back home late. If that is the case, what I'll do is I'll put it over here. Okay. In 3 months study leave students, I'll call it as attend live. Strictly don't miss it, because when you attend it live, you finish it with the class. If you go for recording, you get stuck. People who have hectic work schedule, okay, you try attending live even when you're traveling. Many students will do that. They are traveling in bus, they'll put the headphones in and just listen to the class. Okay, but you have to do what? You have to view recording within 2 days. Don't drag it beyond 2 days, because then it will again get cumulated. Then you will tell, I'm busy, I'm not able to do, and the classes will go out of your hands. Are you clear with this part? Next thing, all the students who are attending who have leave, point number 2 for all of you is, once we complete a question, try solving every question that we do 2 times without looking. Very, very important. Okay. Now for students who have hectic work schedule, if I ask you to work out 2 times, you might compromise on FR or auditing. I don't want that. For you, I have a separate plan. With this batch, I am also providing all of you 110 hours of offline crash free of cost. Okay. So this applies to Kerala students and Tamil Nadu students. For Bangalore students, recordings of 110 hours will be given free of cost. All right. So because I travel to Kochi and Chennai, it will be easier for me to do offline there. I'm not traveling much to Bangalore, so you'll be given the recorded classes over there. Everybody clear with this part? So for the people who have hectic work schedule, what you do is attend my class. 8 to 10 is my class, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. After that, once the class get over, revise for 15 minutes. Read and revise for 15 minutes. So one revision happens with the class itself. After that, don't do any other self-study. Attend my 110-hour free marathon. That will get over in 10 days. That 10 days, somehow you arrange leave from your office and come and attend it. So what happens? One revision you get in the regular class. You get one more revision in 10 days. Full AFM covered in 10 days. Second revision, 2 times you attend class. It has a very strong impact in your mind. You will not forget in the exam. Then you have to do what? You have to attend the mock test. Attend the exams. Okay. Even this is common. Even for you, you have to attend the exams, mock test and MCQs. 3 mock tests, 3 MCQs. If you do like this, you will surely score very, very good marks and clear in the upcoming May 25 examination. Can you please write down this also in your books? My dear YouTube students, just click on the like button so that I am sure that you are hearing me. 26 students are watching there, but no reply. Just click on the like button for my satisfaction, please. Or maybe I'm not getting the comments coming down. I don't know. Yes, I got 1 like. Thank you so much. Yes, Binsi, we also improve from batch to batch. So I did realize that simply asking you to do homework when you don't have time will not work out for all of you. For whom it works out, let's do it that way. For whom it doesn't work out, this is very easy. No self-study, only 15-minute revision. Rest everything I will take care. Mentoring part, clearing your doubts, mock examination, everything I'll clear it from my part. Okay? All right. Now let me go back to our win-win agreement. Let's check the points one by one. Conceptual clarity already covered. Problems covered. Mock test covered. practical application. Yes, that's the next thing that I need to explain to you. Friends, for practical application, two things. One, I am an NISM registered valuer. So my profession is into business valuations. All right. Now, I am also writing one more exam on NISM research analyst. Please pray to God that I pass. Okay. No, it feels very bad as a faculty when you fail. So this exam will come next month or something. Whenever it comes, I'm going to write it. So this is about practical stock market. Okay. This one is about business valuation. Even though I do both of these things, clearing the exam will also give you confidence that I know everything about this. This will be taught to you when I teach you chapters like mergers and business valuation. Stock market will be taught to you when I teach you portfolio, derivatives, and mutual funds. Apart from this, I am also an investment advisor for many companies. So as an investment advisor, I tell them how to build their profits. Here is what will come as a part of capital budgeting and risk analysis. So basically everything what I teach you is what I do in my day-to-day practice life. So you will be given practical application also. Okay. You don't have to write down this. I just wanted to share this with you. I have my attempt in November 25. Okay. Aarti, you're attending a regular now. Attend the marathon in May. November, you will not be able to attend. It's very difficult to segregate students that way, Aarti. Okay. Right. Okay. Arjun, what is the duration of the class? Is 4 months. We are starting on November 20. It will get over by May 20th or last to last March. Sorry, not May. March 20th or last to last March 31st. First 2 months, I will finish off the ODBE book. 2 to 2.5 months. Final 1 to 1.5 months will go for the mastery book. Okay. Mastery book recordings will be given to you. So if you want to finish it faster, in 2.5 months, my class will be over. Recordings, you can view it at your own pace after that. Okay. Right. What was the next point that I had to cover for all of you? Practical application is also covered. Okay, I told about ODBE, mentoring, revise and retain. Friends, in my app, I have every chapter summary in 1 page. Okay, so at the end of every class, we will revise from that summary chart. And I will give you free access to the summary chart also. That way, 1 day before the exam, in 1 hour, you can revise the concepts of the entire AFM, friends. I will share that with you. It is coming in my app with the name of SFM Success. I will share it with you once the class begins. Everybody clear? MCQ practice, I told you we will have 3 MCQ examinations. Let me see if I can increase that. In my application, MCQ can be done very easily. You have to enroll. I will show you how to enroll. Write the exam. You will get marks immediately. You will know then and there itself whether you have passed or you have failed. Okay, we have that feature in my application. So study and write the MCQ. Otherwise, it will affect your confidence very badly. Okay, next one. Presentation, I told you every question, same presentation style. Basic data, analysis, conclusion. Exam strategy, as and when we go, you will yourself understand the exam strategy. And when you write the 3 mock exams, that is when you will get the correct exposure. Study material problems will be covered. Theory will be covered. 100% syllabus will be covered. How to approach is what I already told you with the help of presentation. Whew. So friends, I have covered my 14 parts. What do you have to do as students? Now tell me one by one. First point, attend the exam. Point number 2, do the assignments. Point number 3, ask your doubt. Point number 4, please interact. And then I have told you a few more points over here. My dear 3-month study leave students, do all the problems 2 times without looking. That is when you become an expert on that. People who have hectic work schedule, please view my recording. Watch from 8 to 10, revise for 15 minutes, and after that, please attend the 110-hour free marathon. It's a 10 days class. Tell your office in advance. I'll tell you the dates very soon. Plan it in advance, take leave. February month, March month, you will not have much pressure is what I understand. All the audit season is over. Okay. Plan your leave accordingly because the 10 days face-to-face or the recording will be very, very effective. After the regular online, One more time you sit, 10 days, everything revised. It is normally having a fees of 7,000, 8,000. It is offered to you free of cost. So please take this privilege and use it very, very carefully. Okay, right. Yes, as of now, Jay Ganesh, my plan is that my classes will be from Sunday to Thursday. But sometimes I will keep class on Fridays also. Like today is Wednesday. I have taken my first class. Normally, the first class is demo and then we have a premium batch going on. So every student takes time to get registered, etc. Because of which tomorrow there is no class. I repeat, tomorrow there is no class. It is a day for all of you to get registered, whatever doubts you have to ask me, etc. So this Friday, I am having a class. Okay. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But normally my plan will be Sunday to Thursday. Okay. But if I want to finish some topics, if I want to go a little extra, that extra will be gone on Friday. Saturday, whatever happens, I will not keep class. It's a weekend. Even I want to rest. You also rest. Okay. Right. Yes, friends. Any other doubts you have, please ask me. Everything clear? Mehak, please tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, that 110 hours marathon, will
Yes.
it be live recording or after recorded we will receive it?
Okay, since you are in Bangalore, I'm not sure if I can provide a live recording. For Bangalore students, I'll provide the access maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks time only. Okay, so you can watch it whenever you have that convenient time. Plan or you can watch it on Sundays. That's also enough. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you
Thank
can
you,
watch
sir.
it on 10 Sundays, it will get over. It's up to you. It will be a 110-hour recorded lecture that will be provided to all of you. Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank you, Mehak. Teresa, I think I just clarified Friday or Saturday. Saturday, 100% holiday. Friday, sometimes I will give you holiday, sometimes I will take class. Thank you, Binsi. If I give my support to the students, the love and affection that I get back is immeasurable. That is the reason I am very much passionate about teaching, and that's why I'm here. Okay. Weekly targets, Vijay. You want me to give weekly targets? I'm ready to give. Everyone, please comment your opinion on the chat box. See, starting everybody will be enthusiastic. After 2, 3 weeks, you see students will start escaping from the live classes. I have seen that till the time we reach the end, no, we reach that February, March, etc. People will escape. Please attend the classes live. Don't miss it. Ready for weekly targets? Okay, then what I'll do is I will give you access to the mastery recordings immediately. Okay. We will start doing ODBE. So Monday to Friday, when we do ODBE, you can attend the recordings on Sunday and you can do the mastery book problems every Sunday. Is that okay for all of you? So for example, if Monday to Friday, I'm covering a chapter called as bond valuation. Sunday, I'll give you a homework of doing the mastery book problems and coming back to me. So we can discuss it live and finish. If that is the case, we can finish our classes even faster. If you're all ready, I'm okay. I'm absolutely comfortable. However, you all are comfortable, friends. Okay, Shiva, your attempt is coming in May 26. You're going for articleship, so I can't attend the full face-to-face class. Yes, Shiv Ganesh, if you're unable to attend the face-to-face class, that's why I told you. My classes in Chennai is coming in March, if I'm not wrong, or maybe February 5th. Okay. If you can plan it right away now and try leave, if you're getting it well and good. If no, I will arrange the recordings for you. But recordings I need to confirm with my team and I will let you know how the recordings will be provided to all of you. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Fantastic. So I believe all of you are ready. Mastery book chapter by chapter will be helpful than doing entire mastery book after all chapters. Yes, Arjun, but the problem what happens if I go doing it like that is that, for example, we have 10 chapters, assume. Forex, derivatives, etc. is a very big chapter. If I go like that, this Forex was coming in the last month, that is March month. So that was putting too much pressure on the students to learn Forex in the last minute. Are you getting my point? In this way, you will get two revisions. Revision number one, full one time. Revision number two, I will do security valuation again. So when I do it again, I will give you full concept revision once again. We will revise the concepts quickly in 1 hour time and then we'll do mastery book questions. So you get actually two separate classes when I'm doing it in this methodology. All right. Yes, friends. Any other doubts, please let me know. YouTube students, if you have any other doubts, please let me know. Thank you, Minu. Planning is good. Execution also will be excellent. You also execute along with me excellently. Okay. Yes. So I think we are all clear with this part. Now let us start with one simple basic chapter. Being the first day, I will not take too much. I'll spend 30 minutes to take some similar topic so that you understand my style of taking classes. Then proper class will start from Friday onwards. Shall we begin now, friends? Are you all ready? Please type ready on the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Ready. So write down your chapter number 1 heading basics. Let us start with the basics. Okay. In basics, yes, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Good, you reminded me. Write this down. I want 2 books. First book will be called as the concept book. Second book will be called as the problem book. In concept book, we will solve only concepts. In problem book, first we will do ODBE, then we will do mastery. Okay. One day before the exam, only focus on your ODBE book. Okay. Quickly write down this in your books. Somebody is writing on my board. Vivo, please stop writing on my board. Online is the only class where students can write on the faculty's board. Vijay, it's up to you. You can do it however you want. Okay. Shall we begin now? All right. So now you write down in chapter 1 basics, take your concept book and write down your concept number 1, NPV, a very, very basic concept, net present value. Net present value. All right. Friends, in order to explain net present value, let me take one fellow from this classroom. Can you chat and tell some of your friends' name in this classroom who would be a very good entrepreneur or a very good businessman? Any one friend's name? Ravish. Ravish, please unmute and tell me a hi.
Hello, sir.
How are you, Ravish?
I'm good, sir. How are you,
Your
sir?
friend has referred me. Your friend's name is Chinmay has referred you here. Okay. So Ravish, if you are starting to do a new business, what business will you do?
Pani Puri business, sir.
Pani Puri business. Fantastic. Okay, now tell me, Ravish, are you planning to open a roadside Pani Puri shop or a proper, interiorly decorated Pani Puri shop? Which one do you prefer?
Roadside, sir.
Fantastic. So on a roadside Pani Puri shop, how much will be your investment? Can you tell me?
Around 4,000 per day.
Investment cannot be per day. It will be one time. So in the beginning, if you want to open a roadside Pani Puri shop, what and all will you require? You
Basic
need a cycle.
ingredient. Yes,
I
sir.
think they do it on cycle, right? They will travel on the cycle. Cycle is required to go. One table is required to keep the Pani Puri box. Am I
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Right? So these two are your fixed assets. Along with that, you will also need some working capital. Am I right? What is your working capital over here?
All those raw materials.
Okay, what is
Which
the raw
will
material? I think we call it
Aloo.
as puri and pani. I think we'll summarize it in that way. Okay.
Yes,
The chutney will be there and the puri and some potatoes also will be there on the side. Am I right? These
yes.
two are your investments. One is this is what we call it as capex. Okay, and this is what we call it as working capital. So let us assume how much will be the cost of a cycle and a table. Let us say 30,000. Okay. What about you will have some fixed puris there in the plastic cover. You would have seen that, always kept there. How much ever you sell, that will never get over because it's a permanent working capital. Always it will be available over there. Let us assume this is required for 20,000. So now tell me, what is the total investment that Ravish will be having in this Pani Puri business? It will be 50,000.
50,000.
After you invest this 50,000, okay, How much is going to what year one he will start selling pani puri, customers will come, they will buy pani puri. So he will have sale value minus purchase cost minus salary if something is there, rent if some rent he's giving on the road, some bribe to the policeman. All together he will have some expenditure and he'll have a profit. How much profit will Ravish make in year one? Ravish, how much money are you planning to make in year one?
1 lakh, sir.
1 lakh in the first year itself? That's unfortunately a reality. Sometimes they make 1 lakh per month. One day I was sitting in my office. One Pani Puri fellow came to file his ITR. I got surprised. Why do you want to file ITR? He told, I want to take a housing loan for 1 crore. I'm buying a house near the Calicut beach. I was shocked. That fellow had lot of money, friends. Only thing they will not show it because it's all cash driven transaction. Don't get into Pani Puri business, but that is a hard reality. For time being, let's assume that Ravish is not very good at selling Pani Puri. Year one, his profit will be 20,000. Okay. Year two, his profit is going to be 30,000. Year three also, he will get 30,000. By that time, he'll become a chartered accountant, stop Pani Puri business, enter into CA practice. So now tell me, is Ravish happy with this entire business? Like he got 20, 30, 30. His investment is 50,000. Comment on the chat box and tell me, is Ravish happy or is Ravish sad? Come on, chat and tell me. Akhila says he's sad. Kirtika says sad. Ratan says sad. Manish says, Yamini says happy. Majority are saying he's sad. Neha is saying he is happy. Fantastic. Okay. Can someone unmute and tell me why do you think that why are you saying he's sad? Lipika, unmute and tell me why he's sad.
So because his fixed investment is 50,000
Okay.
and there's time value of money. So
So
he
he's
won't
sad.
get the return. So he's sad.
Okay, Neha, why do you say he's happy? Neha, where are you? Did you vanish? She's here. I think Neha is not audible. Yamini, you tell me, why are you happy?
Sir, I assume he has received more than what he has invested, 80,000. So I understood like that. He'll be happy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. There's a third person, Sai Tejaswini. Can you unmute and speak to me?
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible. You're saying we cannot compare the figure as future values along with present value. So what do we do, Tejaswini? What is the solution for that?
Sir, whenever we do the business, we always assume that whatever we get should be more than what we have invested into our business.
Okay.
So, if 20,000 today, the same cannot be 20,000 tomorrow.
Okay.
As time value of money, our getting 1 lakh today is better than getting 1 lakh tomorrow.
Fantastic. Your point is correct. So again, I'll ask you the same question. So is it that it's impossible to compare this?
It's not impossible, Antala, sir, but we can, but it is not correct way of comparing.
So what is the correct way? How do we correctly compare it?
Bring it all to equal scale and then
Okay. How do you bring it to equal scale?
we can bring everything to present value or we can take everything to future value.
Okay. How do I take it to the present value?
As on the current date.
Factor.
At the
Present value factor, sir.
okay.
Discounting
What is the PV
factor.
factor in this case?
So discounting factor can be used.
Yeah. Which discounting factor? 10%, 20%, 30%? Which one should I use?
So we can, as we are doing about NPV, we will first take a lower scale present value factor, then we will check with the higher present value factor, then we can compare the both.
Okay, that part is where I want to teach you practically. No, Arti, that answer is not correct. You're trying to calculate the IRR if you're doing that. Okay, let me explain that to you right now. So, as you all said, some are happy, some are sad. In order to check this, we do something called as the NPV. The formula for NPV is present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. So, let me take here cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. Year 0, you are investing how much money over here? 50.
50,000.
50,000, sir.
Year 1, you get how much?
20,000.
Year 2, you get how much?
30,000.
Year 3, again, you get 30,000. Let us assume my discounting factor is 10%. Let us assume. Your PV factor will turn out to be 0.909, 0.826, 0.751. So when you do it that way, you get 50,000 over here, 18,181 over here. What is 30,000 into 0.826? 24,780. And the last one would be
22,530.
22,530. So when I do like this, what is the answer I get over here? 65,000 minus 50,000. My NPV is plus 15,491. Happy or sad? I'm very, very happy. But if I take a discounting factor of 30%, let us try it using a discount factor of 30%. How to take all that I'll teach you later. 0.76, 0.59, 0.45. Okay. So here I'll get the answer as minus 50,000 in the first case. 20,000 into 0.76 will be 15,200.
And 17,700.
And last one will be 13,500. So what is the total? Can you tell me?
46,400.
Minus 3,600.
Minus 3,600. So in this case, he is sad, but in this case, he is happy. So friends, whether he is happy or sad depends on the discounting factor. Now tell me, how do we decide what is the discounting factor?
Cost of capital.
What is cost of capital? KD, KE, KP, WACC. We have learned so many things in our Inter FM. What is all that?
Sir, sometimes whenever we invest into the business, we might have not invested out of owner's fund itself, sir. We might have invested out of borrowed funds also.
Okay.
Opportunity cost one is involved, and whatever we get, sir, means like at 11% we take a loan. At least we must make a return from its investment at least 12%. So 1% can become our income of profit.
Okay, that's well said. Who spoke right now? Tejaswini, is it?
Sai Tejaswini, sir. Yes, sir.
You told very well. Let me just question you a little bit more. What is opportunity cost?
Sir, means like for example, I am investing 1 lakh into my 1 lakh for my vehicle, for
Okay.
purchasing a vehicle.
Okay.
If I would have invested the same 1 lakh in a LIC bond for 1 year, I might have got 12,000 as interest.
Fantastic.
That 12,000 is my opportunity cost. Means the cost which I incur for foregoing another best alternative.
Fantastic, Tejaswini. What you said is perfectly correct. Others, did you understand what she said? So here one very important point. Discounting factor. I will also explain once again in a very different way so that we become very clear. We are talking about Ravish. So Ravish has multiple options. Option number 1 for Ravish is start a Pani Puri business. Option 2 for Ravish is put the money in FD. Option 3 for Ravish is put the money in his father's business. Let us assume FD is giving him 6%. Father is giving him 12%. Now he's checking how much should I get in Pani Puri. He will tell at least I should get 12%, or else it is better I put my money in my father's business.
Father's business.
This discount factor is what we call it as investors' expectation. Everyone repeat the word loudly, even though I cannot hear you. Discount factor is investors'
expectation.
Discount factor is investors'
Investors' expectation.
Everybody clear with this part now?
Expectation.
Yes. Can you all write down till here in your books now? This is concept number 1. Please write it down in your books. Once you're done writing, just type done in the chat box so I can go to the next page, okay? Everyone done? Okay, if anybody is not done, also type ND so I can understand that and I can slow down. And nothing to worry, I can share these notes with you, okay? This PDF I can convert into PDF and I can share this also with you. So even if you miss out anything, you have this notes, ODBE notes with solution, everything will be available with you. Don't worry. Done. I'm going to the next page now. You write it down. Kirteka, you are not writing anything.
Oh, sir, I finished the previous.
You finished off previous. That's amazing. In future, everybody please be like Kirteka. We will get more time to do more questions then. All right. I think many are still writing. Done. Perfect. Let me go to the next part. Yes, now we'll talk about discounting factor, which is investors' expectation. All right. So I think you're all clear so far, friends. So we learned about what is discounting factor. It is nothing but it is investors' expectation. And what is the formula for NPV? It is present value of cash inflow minus the present value of cash outflow. Am I right? Perfect. Perfect. Can I go to the next part now?
Yes, sir.
I'll just take one more simple concept and we'll pack up today's session being the first session. So you all can, settle down, absorb everything, and then properly we'll start on Friday, and then I'll start with this concept again, and then only I will go back. The next concept heading that you should write in your books is called as the cash flow. Okay. When I talked about Pani Puri business, I said year one the cash flow is 30,000. I did not say the word profit. Can someone tell me what is the difference between profit and cash flow?
The profit is after depreciation, but
Okay.
CFAT is we have to add back the depreciation.
Okay, so here can I
It's
say
profit
CF is
after tax
PAT plus
plus
depreciation?
depreciation.
Is that all or anything else is there?
PAT
Cash
plus other
expenses.
non-operating expenses like non-cash or
Okay, let's say depreciation, all the not operating, non-cash items, correct?
non-cash items. Yeah.
Okay, now I'll ask you another question. Yes, Sai Tejaswini, you can unmute and speak. Tell me.
Yes, sir. So when it comes to cash flow, it
Okay.
means the inward movement of cash.
Okay.
It just says about the inward movement of cash. Whereas when it comes to profit, it is also whenever we get the incomes, reducing all the expenses which we have to spend for earning such income.
Okay. Okay. That's on due basis, this is on cash basis. Agreed. But is it only PAT plus depreciation or should I do something else also over here? Let me put it in a different way. What are the three types of cash flows?
Sir, cash flow means like from which activity, Santana?
Yes.
Sir, like cash flow from investing activity.
Investing activity, operating activity,
financing activity.
Financing.
Okay. So investing activity also when you pay money, that is also going from your cash, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can I say this minus capex will come?
Yes, sir.
Not only that, when you do operating cash flow, can you tell me what is the format of operating cash flow?
Operating.
Net
start with
profit
PAT.
before extraordinary items and
Okay.
after tax.
Hmm.
Then we add the changes in working capital, add and
Yes,
reduce
then we add the changes in working
capital.
Shouldn't I make that same adjustment over here also? Are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you? Friends, here also, for example, in profit, you will have sales, which includes debtors also, credit sales also. Credit sales
Yes,
is
sir.
not cash sales. So here we have to reduce the additional working capital also. Only then you get the correct cash flow. So friends, what is the formula for cash flow? PAT plus depreciation minus capex minus additional working capital. Can you please write down this also in your books? This is all done practically. I'll show you practical Excel sheets also. Okay.
So this is cash flow.
Yes.
Then profit is after considering all these points.
No, profit is before depreciation. Profit is after depreciation, but before capex and working capital.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. I believe you're all done writing this also in your books now. Okay. So let me stop sharing my screen now so that I can see all of you. We have just learned three things. I want to revise these three things now. So can you all please keep your cameras on? I just want to see all of you and I want to keep yourself muted, okay? Don't unmute yourself because it will become too much noisy for me also. All right. I just want to ensure and see all of you. Wait, how do I change my view? I should change it to gallery, right? Yes, it's in gallery now. Okay. So like this, every day we will revise in the end of the class, whatever is learned, revise and retain as you told. Okay. So first thing what we learned today was NPV. So tell me what is the full form of NPV?
Net
Net
present
present
value.
value.
Present value.
You can mute and speak, otherwise it will become too much disturbance. You can mute. I am watching you speak. That is important for me. I will also see over here. Okay. Don't simply move your
Net
lips.
present value.
Willingly do that. Yeah. Yes, Sumati.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Please, all of you mute yourself. Otherwise, it will become very noisy. Okay. I'm
Okay.
muting all of you. All right. Yes. So once again, question number 1. What is the full form of NPV? Net present value. What is the formula for NPV? Everyone tell me. Present value of cash inflow minus the present value of cash outflow. So when you do NPV, we have a table format. What is the table format that we use today? Year, cash flow, discounting factor, discounted cash flow. So here there are two parts coming in. Part 1 is cash flow. Part 2 is discounting factor. Okay. Part 1 cash flow. As I told you, cash flow is not similar to profits. There are some changes. So tell me, friends, what is the formula for cash flow? PAT plus depreciation minus capex minus additional working capital. Fantastic. Everybody clear with this part? So when you take cash flow, we add back depreciation, which is a non-cash item. We reduce capex, which is an investment. We reduce working capital, which is also nothing but an investment. Everybody clear with this part also now? Okay. After cash flow, we learn the next thing that is called as discounting factor. Discounting factor is nothing but investors' expectation. Discount factor is investors' expectation. Discount factor is investors' expectation. In simple terms, in my example, I forgot that fellow's name. Rashik, is it? Okay.
Ravish.
Ravish. Sorry. Ravish. So Ravish has 3 options. Option number 1, put the money in Pani Puri business. Option number 2, put the money in father's business. Option number 3, put the money in FD. FD giving 6%, father giving 12%. What will be the minimum return he will expect over here? He will expect 12%. Suppose his father is not doing any business. In that case, the only opportunity cost he has is what? FD. So in that case, he will be looking only for FD's rate of interest. That will be 6%. Everybody clear? So that is how we practically find out the discounting factor also. Practically, I'll show you all this in the stock market. I will show you using an application called as Money Control and another application called as Zerodha. Using these two platforms, I'll show you stock trading, stock markets, everything on a very, very positive note. Everybody clear with this part? So are you all clear with whatever was taught over here today, friends? Yes. Like this, every single day, we will go consistently. First, we'll learn the concept, then we'll do the problem. We'll learn the concept, we'll do the problem. Consistently like that, 2 hours, we'll do with full intensity, with full concentration. And I'll share with you all my handwritten notes, and ODBE book already has solutions. Mastery book is available in the whole part as such. So you won't miss out on anything. If you are a working person, just attend my class. Trust me, spend 15 minutes revision, attend my 110 hours marathon also. All right. If you are having time, do it 2 times. That will give you add-on advantage to score extra 10 marks in the examination. Okay. Now, iPhone, you're telling this November AFM exam was all about backward calculation. Yes, I'm going to do a paper analysis very, very soon. I'll do it on YouTube, so you all can get it. I have gone through that paper myself. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Your name is coming as iPhone over here. So I have gone through the paper myself. Most of the questions have come from our ODBE book only. ODBE book is nothing but tough exam questions. So all those questions have come in the past. They have repeated again. 1 or 2 questions were difficult, which were out of the box, that we have to expect in all the paper. 100-mark paper is there. 10 mark definitely will be out of the box. 90 marks you write correctly, you can still score 70 plus. Are you getting my point? Okay. Don't expect 100 marks will come just like that. Come take. If it comes so easy, CA people don't have value. We get value when there is something tough, what others cannot do, but we can do. That is the ruling and the learning of Muhammad Ali. Who's Muhammad Ali? Have you heard of him?
Sir.
Muhammad Ali is one of the greatest boxers the world has ever seen. Muhammad Ali, one person asked him a simple question. How many sit-ups do you take every day? Normally, people will give a reply, 5 sit-ups, 10 sit-ups, etc. But Muhammad Ali gave a beautiful reply. Muhammad Ali told him that I do not count my sit-ups. I start counting when it starts paining, because that is when it really matters. So when a person does 20 sit-ups and he gets exhausted, That is when Muhammad Ali starts counting from 1 onwards, because when others break down, you stand up. That is where you create a real value for yourself. If you do the same thing, what others do, you have no value. But if you do something what others cannot do, that is where it creates a value for yourself. One step ahead, that's more than that. But that one step, we have to travel. For that, we will do all the tough questions, but you also have to support me in this one step. Then trust me, how much ever tough the paper is. In my last 14 years of teaching experience, 6 times paper has been atom bomb. But people who have followed my strategy very correctly, they have all scored 50 plus, 60 plus, even in those examinations. So trust me, do whatever I'm telling you with full faith. You will get excellent results. That's my assurance to you. But please do your part. Alone, if I do, it's not possible. As a team, we will win-win, friends. Okay? So let's pack up our session now. It was a very nice time meeting all of you. I will see you back on Friday. Have a nice time ahead. Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Arjun, I will update in the group.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tejaswini. Thank you, Vijay, Praveen, Sujit, Meenu, Kavya, Binsi, Aditya. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.